Hi guys, welcome but not welcome back because this is my first ever YouTube video. I am very proud of myself considering the fact that I've been dreaming about making content and putting up YouTube videos for a very long time. We are starting from the bare basics. I am literally talking to my phone and using the light in my apartment, but you gotta start somewhere when you have a dream. This video consists of following me for the week as what I read working 40 hours a week. I do have a full-time job, so we are trying to find the balance of making videos and also working in the meantime. So here's kind of what I plan for this YouTube channel in general is I love reading, I love playing video games, but like I said, I only have my phone camera. So over time, quality will be better, ideas will be better because I will have more time and more equipment. In the meantime, we're working with this. I plan to have videos out every Monday at 1 p.m., so stay tuned for other content. I honestly was very surprised with how much I talked during this vlog. You can probably tell from the very beginning, I'm super nervous. I'm not used to talking to people I'm not used to talking, but hopefully we can turn into besties and I can talk to you all the time when I feel like it. Let's get started and start with the first day of the week when I started this vlog, Friday. Tonight is Friday. It is pretty late, but I do want to get some reading done. On the agenda tonight is Assistant to the Villain. I can't really update you or show you while I'm reading because I am reading on my phone on the Kindle app. I am about 60% of the way through, so it's not from the start. Most of the books that I've been reading right now are nowhere near the start. We can kind of go down the list, but thoughts so far about the book is it is very enjoyable. It is how I kind of described it to my friend is it's like a medieval office comedy with like a touch of romance in the book. It's really fun. It's an easy read. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully I can get it done soon so I can continue reading it. Other books that I have is I am in the 5th or 6th book of Dungeon Crawler Carl, but I've mainly been listening to audiobooks for that one. And then I am also on the tandem read for Empire Storms and Tower of Dawn. I had to look over there. I'm on like chapter 3, so we're very much in the beginning of that one. That one might continue for a while because it's gonna be a lot for me. I work 40 hours a week, so I get as much reading as I possibly can get done. So far, I will say that I love Evie and I love Tristan. I love having Tristan's point of view of how he feels about her, and then Evie's like, oh, did I see that? Yes, girl, you saw that. Believe your instincts. Believe them. Also, Kingsley is my favorite. Need more of Kingsley. Absolutely. Who doesn't want a frog that talks with a sign? You know? I need a Kingsley. I need a servant to myself that's a frog. I really wish sometimes the pace would slow down just a little bit. I just got to the part where Evie and everybody were laughing and she's so happy about like finally finding her people. And like she's enjoying herself. And then just all of a sudden now the female Groover's here. Like, can we get a night? Can we get a night with her and the villain? Please? My cousin's already like on the 3rd book and she's like, it's a really slow burn. I don't care if it's a slow burn. Just have them alone more often. I love having Evie and Tristan alone. Why do we already have to have the Groover here? Gouvry? Whatever. Goover. I don't know. I'd have to have the Kindle tell me how to say it again. But stuff is about to go down. Shit is about to go down. So we will see. We will see. I'm officially going to bed for the night. A few thoughts of the stuff that I've read so far. Them being in that little like cupboard closet thing and being so close. My God. On top of the fact, I also hated hearing what the interns had to say about Evie. Like, that kind of really upsetted me, and I was proud of her in the beginning for not really getting too upset, and then she got pretty upset having to hear it, but then also realizing that Tristan had to hear it at the same time. And then, of course, I would also throw an intern off the balcony if I heard someone saying some shit about Evie. So, that's what I will conclude for tonight. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hi guys. So I just wanted to give you a little update. It is Sunday night around like 10:30. I haven't really gotten a lot of reading done this weekend because it's the weekend. I'm spending time with my boyfriend and family and friends and stuff. So there's not really too much time to read, but I can give you an update of what I did get done. So I got done with the Dungeon Crawler Carl, Eye of the Bedlam Bride. I would probably give that one 4 stars. I really, really, really enjoy listening to the Dungeon Crawler Carl books so far. I think I have 1 or 2 more books. I think there's one book next, and then there's one that just came out recently. So I'm hoping to get those done. I really like the aspect of like more of the universe's politics coming in and stuff. Obviously, Princess Donut is my favorite. I enjoy Carl, of course, but it would probably be like Princess Donut, Katya, and Ellie, and then Carl. Strong female characters, of course. Thoughts on the ending of the book. I feel like the past 2 books have been like absolutely insane with the endings, like absolutely insane. In the previous ones, they were, it was kind of crazy. There's some stuff that happened, but like the last 2 have been absolutely insane. People get hurt, people are losing limbs, people are dying, like fully dying, like people that we know and characters that we know are like fully dying now. Luckily, no one died in this one. But I think it's because there's going to be a lot of death in the next one because they're going to faction wars. And I'm super excited for just to kind of see like who's all banding together for the war. Like, is it all going to be all the crawlers together, with the princess posse? One thing that I do know for anybody who's interested in actually reading or listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl, I suggest listening to it. I haven't personally read any of the books. I've just been listening to them. My cousin, she's only on like the 2nd book, and she said it's really hard to kind of read it. She kind of gets lost in like attention because of all the stats stuff that pops up, but the further you go in the book, the less stats pop up. I think the author kind of started realizing, like, once it's implemented that this is kind of like RPG style book stuff, you really don't need it as much anymore. Like, you can know what kind of powers they use and what kind of spells and stuff like that. Like, that's all cool. But, like, the stats of, like, this one up and that one up and this one up and that one up, like, I can understand how that can kind of start making your attention kind of go out. I plan on trying to finish my Assistant to the Villain book. Not tonight at all. I still probably have like 100 pages left, and I'm a very slow reader. I think it takes me like 10 minutes to read 6 pages. So I'm pretty slow, but I retain a lot of the information, and I get a good movie going on in my head when I read. So Assistant to the Villain is probably going to be like somewhat of a priority to finish this week. Come here. Let's say hi. Is it Chula? What? Okay. Alright. Quick little update. It is Monday. It has been a very busy day, so not a lot of readings gotten done, but I need to update you with what I read last night and the stuff that I kind of did read while I was at work today. It's all just been Assistant to the Villain, and I'm going to try to remember some of the notes that I wrote down. I remembered last night Evie ran out of the carriage. She ran out of the carriage because someone was wearing a mask, and I was like, oh shit, she's gonna catch him. And then she was like, the familiar voice, the familiar eyes, and I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? And then it was Becky, and I said, fuck Becky. I said, fuck Becky. And then realized Becky wasn't the actual person that's been trying to kill Tristan. So, well, I don't know why I would think that. I don't. Because I still have like 100 pages left. We're not going to find out who the person is probably until 50 pages left. Standard book stuff, as people who read books know. Also, another update in the story, we've met Tristan's father. So we have met his brother, and we have met his sister, and now we have met his father. And in my notes, I said, Mom's literally probably going to be dead or divorced, because there's not really a lot of mention of her. She was alive when Tristan was younger. That was said. But then again, like, we don't really, we are Evie. We are finding out stuff the same time Evie is. So, yeah, that's all I got. Well, also the fact that I'll say it once, I'll say it again. It is such a fast-paced story that I just wish certain moments with Evie and Tristan were longer. Like when they're dancing, and then immediately it's like, why is my sister here? And then it's like screaming, and the Groover's here. And I'm like, come on. Just a little bit longer, please. We'll see if that kind of keeps track with the rest of the books. We'll see how soon I get to those. But I also wanted to kind of show y'all what my TBR is. My TBR is a little bit smaller now since I have taken my tandem read off of my TBR. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. Here is the TBR. So of course we're going to have Kingdom of Ash. I haven't cried at a book since the first book of ACOTAR. And I've probably read 55 books since I first read that book. So, I'm hoping this one makes me cry. Alchemize intimidates me. I have the audiobook and I have the physical copy. I really want to annotate it because there's so much going on with it that I don't even... I'm scared. I'll admit it. I'm scared. I'm scared for the tandem read, and I'm scared for Alchemize. I'm just scared of big books, guys, because I'm a slow reader, and it's going to take me forever. We also have Golden Sun, just the second book in Red Rising. Jade City is one book that has been on my radar for forever. I'm super excited, but I think I'm so excited I'm scared to start it. I'm just scared, guys. I'm just scared all the time. Also, I have Annihilation. Now, this book, I've probably gotten 25 pages in and then DNF'd. So we're going to try to give it another try. But it's so pretty. Oh, shine for me. Yeah, shine for me. So, that's my TBR. It's not very big, But I also have like a whole bookcase. And then if you look down here, these are all my... Oh yeah, I need to move those up. These are on my TBR as well. I have the first book and I have the last book. And it's because I went to one of those wholesale, like... I don't know what they're called. Like wholesale stores where there's just like giant bins full of stuff. And they had the rest of the Assassin's Blade series there. And they had both of the Crescent City books. They had Tourist Season. I got that for my cousin. But I got all of those books. I think I got a few more books. I can't remember. For $5 each. So, steal. Some of them had stickers that I had to remove, and I have to be careful about trying to get the sticky stuff off. But other than that, that's a steal. That's an absolute steal. But yeah, I DNF'd this. I really wanted to get into it. I got pretty far. I don't know if I still have the... This is not working out. Okay, yeah, I do. Literally, 100 pages in, DNF'd it. Other than that, everything else I finished. So DNF'd, still need to read, read, and then some cooking books. But let me go show you the... Hang on, I'm sitting on the floor. Help me. Oh, my feet are asleep. Ow, okay. Ow, Jesus. Okay. This is my bookshelf. Now, most of these books I have not read. And then games down there. But, yeah, a lot of these books I do want to read. Like, I have the whole, like, Dune, like, the first Dune series. Penny Dreadful. I got, like, a really cool copy of Moby Dick. Most of the Stephen King books I have not read, and if I have read them, I don't own them. So, but yeah, a lot of these books... If you could kind of see, like, they're smaller. I'm out of breath, guys. That's embarrassing. I'm out of breath. Let me catch myself. Okay, we're back. I'm still a little out of breath. I think out of, like, the 55 books that I have read, and that's just as of, middle of 2024? Yeah, the middle of 2024 is when I fully started, like, reading books again. I've read 55, not including stuff that I've read, like, in years past. So, all of these books I have read as well. So, you can kind of see, like, there's some books still that I own, but most of my books that I have read or listened to, a little squishy, have been audiobooks. Not too many ebooks, but it's growing, it's getting there. I think there's a few books too that I've read from the library, and there's books that I finished, audiobooks that I've gotten from that library, so they're around. I don't keep track of all of them, but there's some. But at the moment, I'm about to go get in the shower and relax and probably call it a night. I don't know if I'll read. I don't know if I'll keep updating y'all. But I want to just catch up for a second. But other than that, good night. See you tomorrow. Okay, you ready, guys? You ready? I have a surprise. Maybe not so much of a surprise, but a surprise. Bang. And bang. Puppy. But I got my hair cut today. I know you haven't known me for very long with long hair, but it is good to have some change. Wanted to give you an update real fast. Today's been kind of busy and not a big reading day, but I did get a little bit of reading in. I'm also really debating on starting the next Dungeon Crawler car book because I have no audiobooks to listen to on the car ride, and Spotify just plays the same songs over and over again if I choose a playlist. So I'm kind of getting annoyed with that. But thoughts. They finally kissed. But it's also the aspect of one of them really enjoyed. They both enjoyed it. Tristan really enjoyed it, but he's like, oh yeah, like, she didn't mean to kiss me. And then Evie's like, oh my god, I kissed him. Good thing he went with the plan. Y'all need to shut up. So y'all need to shut up so bad. And then he admitted that he loves her. He admitted that he loves her. And then immediately swears to never tell her. Cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with the fact that there is more books. Like, I remember when I was reading, like, Phantasma, which, of course, like, this is, like, a YA, I think. I'd have to look it up. When, like, I remember, like, when I was reading Phantasma, you know, like, eventually, like, they're, like, together. They're together. And it's happy, gooey, gushy, whatever. But if the fact that there's more books, I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I really don't. But that's my update for today. It's only Tuesday, so we still got 2 more days of the week. And I'm debating on just doing a vlog for the tandem read and, like, when really big moments happen in the book. We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. But at the moment, shower time, go to bed, and a whole nother day tomorrow. Good night. Hey guys, just wanted to give y'all a quick update for Wednesday. So it's been a little harder for me to read words. I haven't really been reading Assistant to the Villain, like, hardly at all. I think I read, like, a couple of chapters, so really no developments so far. I think I am close to finishing the book. I'm under 100 pages. I think it says, like, I'm, like, 82% of the way through, so we'll see if I get it done tomorrow or not. But today is an audiobook day. I went about 2 days not listening to an audiobook and just listening to music, and I can't do it anymore. I need an audiobook for my drives home from work, when I'm doing stuff at the apartment. So I have started the 7th book of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm only a little bit into it. It's giving some backstory, it's giving the prologue, and then they're already on the 9th level. And so really nothing crazy has developed. Of course, Donut gets new outfits and she's all worried about them. She got a ghillie suit and all kinds of stuff. So I know things are about to take off very quickly with the book, because they're going to try to convince the other crawlers to be on their army. They called a truce with the NPC army. And, you know, spoiler for anybody who isn't this far into Dungeon Crawler Carl, you know, spoiler, okay? They have the safety things off, the safety precautions off, so, like, everybody can get killed. So anybody that's, like, rich and has money and that's in faction wars, they are likely to die as well. I think in the last book, we got 2 different things going on at the end of the last book. There was a big meeting being held by all of the faction war people involved, and they were all very pissed. And then we also got a little background on Agatha, not really, like, that much. Stuff that we already speculated, so it's just a confirmation, that's all that was. Other than that, I'm going to cook dinner. I'm going to try to get some stuff done in the apartment, but it is for sure a audiobook night. So, I'll keep you posted. Maybe. Okay. I literally couldn't wait until I got home to update you. I probably have around like 30 pages left in Assistant to the Villain, and like the bomb just dropped of, well, this is, what am I doing? There's spoilers in this vlog. Oh my god. So her dad is the spy and working for King Benedict. But that's not the part that literally shocked me, was the fact that her dad was going to sell her to her former employer for a couple nights a week. Oh my god, I'm like literally devastated. I'm so devastated. Oh, I'm like sick. I'm sick to my stomach that her father was literally gonna sell his daughter for sex. Like, oh my god, I'm so sick to my stomach, and I'm not even done with the book. I'm so pissed. Like, oh my god. I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't take this. I can't take this, and I'm gonna have to go back to work and not finish the book at this moment. He was never sick. Which makes sense if he was literally betraying her and doing all this stuff. Oh, there's my timer to go back to work. Oh my god. I think, so the part that gets me the most was, since he lied about being sick, they were struggling for such a long time. Like, before she ever got the job, most of Lisa's life, he's been sick. Why lie? I can't even find that out right now. Hopefully I will find that out soon, after I come back in a little bit to read. I hate her father. I hate her father so much. Devastatingly so. Honestly, I thought this book was gonna lose me. Never doubt the last 100 to 50 pages of a book, because they'll reel you back in. Bum, 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 bum. We're back. So I just got done with Assistant to the Villain. I would probably rate that a 4 out of 5 stars for me, honestly. I'm going to be a little bit more stingy on who I give 5 stars to, because I really, really want a book to make me cry this year. Hate and love how it ended. Obviously, I hate that the villain was captured. Devastating. Devastating. And honestly, with the fact that I think there's like 4 books or something like that out right now, there has to be magic in Evie. There just has to be magic in Evie. And I was so certain that her losing Tristan and him being taken off, or fucking Otto being there, would unleash that. But no, it didn't. But good for her for slitting his throat. But oh my gosh. Like, okay, here's my thing. Is something happened to cause Tristan's power to unlock, and it was the same day that, if I have it correct, the same day that Tristan's power was unlocked was the same day that Claire's magic was unlocked, but at the same time, their other brother, I don't remember his name, Darian? It's probably not right. I don't think he has magic. He just runs the tavern. So it's either Evie's gonna have powers or Lisa's gonna have powers, but Lisa's really young. But at the same time, Tati's powers were unlocked at an early age too. So I don't really know the whole magic system. It's really not explained much. Obviously, I think that's gonna get more involved when I presumably believe that Evie's mom's gonna be more involved again. I'm still so mad at her dad. And like, oh my god. Like, you already know from the very beginning you're on the villain's side. What you mean? And that the king is like actually a bastard. So, you know, like, it was very good. I am gonna start the next book soon, since I do have Kindle Unlimited, and that's what I've been reading it on. In other news, I did listen to a little bit more of the 7th book of Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I got to the part where the former cookbook crawlers have just joined the army, and like that whole scene where they're hugging him and saying that they're there, and like Carl's about to cry. I was about to cry, like, revolution. Okay, there you have it. There is my vlog for the week. Let me know how you liked the video, any thoughts, concerns, ideas that you'd like to see. Anything is helpful, but I hope you enjoyed, and stick around for a video next week. Bye guys.